I'm with Christopher Berlet from Stakeholder Gold, and what an amazing story. We loved hearing your update this morning on Investor Talk. We've got revenue and two big drilling projects you're working on. Not sure where to start. How about we start with the revenue?
Okay, thank you, Tracy. Good morning. We're very happy with what's going on in Brazil. Our exotic blue quartzite quarry in May made over $1 million reais in sales, which and has not done so since July of 2022. So it's about 80% profit margin. The interest in our exotic blue stones is coming back robustly in the first part of 2025. And becoming again very profitable for the company after a hiatus of about 20 months. We also have two more quarries. So quarry number 3, starting now, six of our main buyers have all expressed strong interest. Looks like our first sale is happening now. We've got some cut and polish slabs in Toronto that have already sold, and a shipment going to the UK now. But with those between quarry number 1 and quarry number 3, we think that the second half of this year we're going to return to very robust profitability, by which I mean 2 to 4 million in operating profit from our quarry business in Brazil. So a great cash flow positive, cash generating business, which helps us to constrain, our share issuance.
Okay, so you were explaining this morning blue quartzite, and you were talking about the amazing revenue that you secure from your blue quartzite because you polish it on site. Would you like to add anything about that?
When we sell a block of blue quartzite, it costs us $300 per cubic meter, and we sell the blocks in the quarry at $2,000 per cubic meter. So a significant markup is very profitable right there. However, when we cut and polish, there's another potential for another 500% margin. So we cut to 2 centimeters, we polish that stone, we can fit 62 into a shipping container. We've sent 3 shipping containers to Toronto, and one arrived last week. It's now almost 80% sold. So there's a lot of margin that we're making by cutting and polishing. We're doing that to Canada and to the UK now. And our buyers are consistent buyers of blocks at the quarry. They're cutting and polishing. They're in Verona, Italy. Our buyers come from Verona, Italy. They come from the United States. They come from Taiwan. They come from India.
And of course, if you look at the company name, Stakeholder Gold, you are an exceptional exploration play in the Yukon, and you have 2 major drilling projects right now. How about you provide an update, please?
Yeah, we think 2025 is really going to be a pivotal change year for the company. So the first thing is our Sky Zone, which is it's due north of Coffee, or just the northeast of Coffee, but we think has the same size potential. Coffee at 5 million ounces, but our Sky Zone is similar to a deposit called the Golden Saddle. So the Golden Saddle has roughly a 15-meter average width. We're 15 to 25 meters. It's got 250 to 800 meters of strike length, about 1 million to 1.5 million ounces contained. Good grades, good metallurgy. It's orthogneissic rock type, which is what we're finding in the Sky Zone. It's moderately dipping strike slip fault, which is the same structural control as for the Sky Zone, and it's gold only in the deposit and in the sample. So we have gold, no arsenic. There's lead and tellurium, which is the strongest indicator mineral. The difference between what we're seeing in Sky Zone and Golden Saddle is size. So the Sky Zone is 3.2 kilometers long, is between 15 and 25 meters in width. And so there's a very real size potential there. And obviously gold bearing. So we've seen that in all the samples, more than 2,000 soils, and then some rock chip samples from 2016. So we're going to put 10 holes into it, and we're looking for grade confirmation. If we're successful in having confirmation of grade, the structure is large enough to hold several millions of ounces. And this is only 1.5 kilometers, starting 1.5 kilometers to the west of the Northern Gateway Road. So a prime location for potentially a new significant discovery in the white gold. So that's number 1, the Sky Zone. The number 2 is the Loki copper. It's about 10 kilometers southeast of that. On the east side of the road, it's a copper porphyry intrusion. We first identified by ridge and spur samples in 2023. We followed up with comprehensive soils in 24 and did some structural analysis. And it's a copper porphyry intrusion. It's due north of the Casino deposit, which is 11 billion pounds contained copper, and due west of the Minto. So, but Loki is our Loki target is Minto Sweet. It's the same age as Minto, which is a metamorphosed copper porphyry. It was high grade and a profitable mine for almost a decade. And we have, it seems, all the same indicators. So we're going to put several holes into this porphyry target. We can see it's 2.5 kilometers long, 800 meters wide, and it's about a kilometer east of the Northern Gateway Road, 10 kilometers southeast of the Sky Gold Zone. So there's two distinct, very high, highly appealing prospective targets for exploration on the Ballarat project that we're going to get some real good information on this summer.
And I'm just going to go back to the point that you were telling us at Investor Talk this morning. You were going, 2025 is going to be the year. And I'm sure everybody out there is going, look at this. We got an exploration company that it's actually bringing in their own revenue to reinvest into your drilling program. But what makes 2025 so special?
Two things: return to robust profitability in the second half. So a very nice profitable business out of Brazil, but also, and I think we're going to be able to deliver on this major new discovery in the white gold. We look at this sky zone, the size potential, and the Loki copper. So we're talking about some either side of the Northern Gateway Road. So I think we're looking at major new discovery in the white gold, and that'll be material, and it'll be interesting. Just so that we're talking, so we understand what we're talking about. They paid 30 times the current market cap of the company for the Coffee gold deposit, which is just southwest, at a half of this gold price in 2016. And we think this Sky Gold Zone has the potential to have the same kind of size potential as Coffee. We're going to find out quickly, but there's not a sniff of arsenic in it too, which is one of the compelling metallurgical prospects. So.
Well, for everybody out there who want to learn more about Stakeholder Gold, find out how tight their structure is. You've got what, 16 million shares outstanding, Christopher?
19.6.
Okay, this is an amazing tight structure. Stakeholder Gold. We've got Yukon, Brazil, gold, copper. You heard it here at Investor News. Thank you, Christopher, for your time this morning.
Thank you very much, Tracy.